Hello, fabulous students, and thank you for joining me for another shared reading lesson. Today's shared reading goal is I can tell details about the problem and solution of a story. Our shared reading text this week is Nothing in the Mailbox by Carolyn Ford. As we read today, we are going to focus on the problem of the story, the steps the character took to solve the problem, and the solution. This is our thinking map that we're going to use today. It says problem, steps to solve, and solution. And as we find these different elements of our story, we will add them to this chart. Nothing in the Mailbox by Carolyn Ford. Nothing in the mailbox. The mailbox was always full. But there was never, ever anything for me. And already we have our problem. There was never any mail for him. Now we're going to read to find the steps to solve that problem. What does he do to solve his problem? One day, I sat down and wrote a letter to my grandma. I wrote to my uncle. I wrote to my cousin. Okay, he's definitely working to solve this problem as he writes letters to his family. I wrote to my friend. I even wrote to the President of the United States. I wrote letters to almost everyone I knew. All right, he's working hard to solve this problem. He writes letters to friends. And then I mailed them. So he writes letters to family, he writes letters to friends, and he sends the letters in the mail. These are the steps he's taking to solve his problem of there never being any mail for him. Now let's read on to see if it worked. Now there is always something in the mailbox for me. So here we see our character digging through the mail, and he has all of these letters that people have sent back to him. And they're sending him mail because when you send somebody a letter, they often send one back to you. So our solution is the people he wrote to wrote him back and sent their letters back in the mail. Now there is always mail for him. We were able to read this story and fill out a graphic organizer showing the problem, the steps the character took to solve the problem, and the solution. And now it's your turn. Look for details about the problem and solution in the books that you read today. Think especially about the steps that the characters take to solve their problem, just like we did together. And don't forget to do your seesaw assignment because I just love to see your work. Readers, we are learning so many important skills about how to read and understand our stories, and I'm really proud of you. Goodbye.